Hey there folks, welcome to my first video log. Right, so this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been inspired by some other YouTubers like Gorilla Miniature Games and Paul Grogan's Gaming Rules and things like that. And I just like the idea of just recapping everything I did over the last week. You know, things like what games I played, what miniatures I painted, and if anything else interesting happened, like for example, the competition we have running this week. So first up is what games we played last week. So during the midweek, we had a prototype game arrive from District 31 called Ember, the Magical Card Game. It's a pretty good game. It's really light. It's on Kickstarter at the moment. We did a video for this, which I'll put a link in. You can go check out. My family and I played it. We played a good few times, played a couple of other guys as well, and it's really good. Really simple, really easy, really quick. On the Tuesday, I had a friend come around, Chris Lee, and he brought Kingdom Death Monster. I was really looking forward to this because this is something I really like the look of it. The miniatures are brilliant. The concept is really interesting, really out there as well. We played played a couple of missions, fought with the lion, and then fought a level 1 lion. You build your sort of settlement and create interesting weapons and items for your characters and stuff. It's really good, actually, really interesting. I'm not sure it's $400 interesting, but it's pretty good. So then came the weekend around. It was my birthday, so I had a few guys come around. First couple of guys arrived, so we decided to play a game of Skull. My son Alex joined us and then proceeded to whoop us in it, as he absolutely smashed us within a few minutes. He had won the game. I'm not sure if that's him being brilliant or us just being rubbish. But then as some of the other drakes started to arrive in, we started a game of Cash and Guns, second edition. And Alex did really well in that as well. But Swampy won this one. And it's a really fun game. I really like Cash and Guns. It's also a nice, light, easy game to play. While we were doing that, the other guys that were arriving decided to play a game of Biblios, of course, because Biblios is awesome and it fits this sort of thing perfectly. Of course, I have to show the coffee station we had in the middle between the two tables, because every gaming day needs one of those. Now that everyone was here, we decided to play some more heavier games. So on this table, as well shown here by Mick, they played Eclipse with Martin and Swampy and a newcomer to our group called Alan. I think Martin won this quite comfortably as well, I think. But all the guys enjoyed it because Eclipse is a great game. But while they were doing this, the game we played on the other table was Sons of Anarchy from Gale Force 9. It was a big 6-player game because Tony has all the expansions. And it was a really good game, really enjoyed it. It's a really underrated game, I think, Sons of Anarchy. I won this, which was quite surprising because I was doing really badly in the beginning. But I won, and then I think second, third, and fourth were like only a few thousand apart from each other. When the other guys finished Terra Mystica, not Terra Mystica, Eclipse, they played Cash and Guns, which Swampy won again. I think he loves this game. I think it was a 5 or 6 player game they played this. I know Mola got eliminated really quickly. Ha ha ha. When we finished these round of games, we started Seven Wonders on the other table with a couple of expansions. I played this a few years back, and I wasn't overly impressed, I gotta admit. But this game was much more interesting. I mean, I think it was a lot better. Alan won this quite easily with a big combo, and the rest of us did pretty well as well. And while we were doing this, on the other table, what were they playing? I can't remember now. Oh yes, they finished off another game of Skull. I can't remember who won this. In fact, I don't even think I asked. But then once Skull finished, we split up into little groups again, and I played Above and Below with D, Bennett, and Molo. This is one of my favorite games from last year, so I definitely had to get another game of that in. I taught D and Bennett how to play because they'd not played it yet. Everyone enjoyed it. I think D won with 52 points. I came second with 51, so it was pretty close. While we were doing this, the other guys played a 5-player Zombicide Black Plague. I think it was the first game for all of them on Zombicide Black Plague. And it came down to the wire. I came over right towards the end of the game to come see how they were doing. And they had just managed to squeak through a win. So that was the birthday games day. I thank everyone for coming down. It was a great day. I really enjoyed it. and I'm really looking forward to some more gaming days. Alright, so now on to my painting stuff. I started a new Facebook page called Painting Nights, where you guys can go check out all the stuff I'm painting at the moment and things that we're doing painting wise. I've got some of the other guys add some stuff on there as well. But some of the stuff I painted over the last week was some Empire of the Dead miniatures from Westwind Miniatures. And this was Brian Webb's stuff that he commissioned me to do, and they were quite interesting. I've got to admit, there's something different. I haven't done stuff like this too often. As you can see, you got a little sort of little steam tank type thing, and a lot of little interesting little gadgets and stuff. Like you got like this distinguished gentleman like in the front here with mini guns. The guy at the back there, I think, is the very first ever Ghostbuster. At least he is to me. The thing next to him on the left, the little minigun with the wheels, that was a real pain in the butt to put together. But I painted all of their stuff up, and when I finished this, he brought over another extra little bit, which was called the Gladstone, which was a land ship, as you can see here. It was interesting. It's something different, like I said, and I finished off all the little bits with the custom bases and things like that. Which I was quite happy to do. It's always fun as a painter to do something different that you don't always get to do on a regular basis. And while he brought these things around, he also brought some pub furniture. So there's a shot of that. Nothing too fancy. I mean, you got a little table, some food and bread stuff, little drafts game and things like that. So I did that quickly. And then when I got some time, I did some Dungeon Saga figures for myself. These are just a few skeletons that I got going. And I also did a couple of figures for Chris Lee. I did the lava golem for Shadows of Brimstone. I thought that came out quite nice. Interesting technique I used for that. And then I also did General Weiss and a couple of, I gotta say this right, is it ATSTs or ATATs? One of the two. I did all those the last couple of days. And that was it for my painting. So now, as this is past my birthday, we've got to do the results of the competition. So first up, I drew the £30 board game voucher from CCG Board Game and Social, or CCG and Board Game Social, from Barney Baker. He kindly donated £30 to this competition, and the winner, drawn by me, was Johnny Douglas. Congratulations, my man. We'll get into contact with you about how to claim your voucher. And then the second thing I drew was a painting voucher from myself, which is also worth £30, and that is going to go to Selwyn Ward. Congratulations, you have won that. So thank you to everyone who entered the competition, and thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel and checking out my videos. And hopefully we'll be back next week with another vlog and some more gaming